Good evening everyone, my name is Jack Anand and I'm a Managing Director of 15 Enterprise from Ramsell Park School. With me tonight I have Matt Ricks, our Sales Director and Deputy MD, Toby Andrews, our Finance Director, and Joe Hart, our Marketing Director. We originally started out with an abnormally large group of 15 people. We delegated roles based on skill sets. The number of people in our group gave us the idea for our company name, 15 Enterprise.
I'm sure the vast majority of you currently sat in the audience have suffered from the petty and laborious task of having to untangle your headphones, which is a massive waste of time. During the origins of our business, we realised this too. In fact, every single member of our group said that they suffered from the problems.
Before we arrived at this idea, we spent 6 to 8 weeks at the start of the programme trying to identify and find profitable goods that would be in our price range. This was a long and hard process which was eventually beneficial as it allowed us to find our main product.
We then researched the market by looking at what products were already out there aimed to solve the problem of tangled headphones. We also conducted a survey based on what people thought of the problem.
The results were exactly what we expected them to be. We found the majority of those we surveyed said they found it a problem, and most of the responses came from the younger generation and people like ourselves, which also wasn't much of a shock. We also discovered there were a large number of products already on the market. However, each of them had one problem.
The problem was that it still takes time to actually wrap up your cord, and also it can damage the cord. Our solution to this was the automatic cord winder.
Firstly, the automatic cord winder literally takes about a second to wind up your headphones using a simple mechanism which only requires a tiny pull to activate, reducing the time spent on untangling your headphones. And the cord is wound up around a circular structure which prevents kinks from forming in the cable, keeping them neat and preventing against damage.
After some research, we decided to buy straight from China as we felt this was the best option for us. However, we wanted to get a fair price for buying the products in bulk, so we chose to contact the supplier in China directly, which we found on a Chinese wholesale website, Alibaba, using one of our team members who can speak fluent Mandarin.
After some persuasion, it turned out that the supplier was willing to offer us a discount, which meant it was definitely plausible for us to sell the product, as there were no other resellers or stockists in the UK for this particular brand of product.
During the process, we attended 2 main trade fairs, Harpenden and Bishop Stortford. We also set up a school for 1 week within our school.
We decided to take a unique selling strategy. We believe that team members that were part of the sales team or who attended trade fairs could only be successful at selling if they knew the benefits of using the product from first-hand experience.
This way, each salesperson had their own unique way of interacting with customers and the language they used to sell the product, and why, in their opinion, the product was worth selling.
On the 23rd of November, we attended the Harpenden Trade Fair with Christmas-based products to sell to a range of markets from the youth to the elderly. However, our headphone winders did not quite arrive in time, so we had to stick to Christmas cards, handmade table mats and scented candles.
On the last week of school before Christmas, we asked the business manager of our school if we could set up a stall selling our headphone winders to students and teachers. This proved to be a massive success for us, as we sold 78 out of our 90 headphone winders in stock at the time.
In February, we attended the Bishop Stortford Trade Fair. However, with our lack of knowledge of the area, we only managed to sell 13 units on the day. At present, we have reinvested our profits into a complementary product. We needed something that would fit in with our marketing niche, which we have identified as technological accessories.
So after carrying out more market research to find which product people would prefer, we found that the most popular was the small, lightweight version of the power bank, which was priced lower than our competitors.
Our next plan is to attend the Welwyn Garden City Trade Fair on Saturday the 7th of March with the remaining stock we have. At the moment we have a reasonable turnover of £750.50, and by the time we sell all of our remaining stock we should have a projected revenue of almost double this. At the moment we have a gross profit of £278, and we're hoping that after selling our stock we'll have almost £1,000 gross profit.
Throughout the process, we've all developed from the learning by doing process that Young Enterprise provides. For example, we often had supply issues, and rather than not attending trade fairs, in these instances, we decided to make the best of a bad situation, resulting in overall profits made in such situations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd all like to thank you for giving up your time this evening to listen to our Young Enterprise presentation.